For many, many years now, the Valley View area has been completely overlooked and has been recently demolished as well, and has just been an eyesore in the North Dallas area. And then you've got one block over, basically, with the Galleria Mall, which is still a symbol of luxury and prestige and has a ton of activity. But that whole area is about to get a massive upgrade. And the district is now at the center of a massive transformation with new international restaurants, mixed-use retail, luxury apartments, and a proposed $160 million park called the Dallas International Commons, set to completely reshape what this part of North Dallas looks like. So why has this area gone unnoticed or just looked over for so long? This is a prime location that should really have been taken advantage of quite some time ago, but for years, most of the people, we just drove by and not even really thinking twice about it. But the answer has a lot to do with what it used to be and what happened when it disappeared. If you drive through today, you're going to see, open land, some outdated buildings, and a lot of empty space that feels like it's really waiting for something to happen. Of course, you have the old Valley View Mall, which was once the centerpiece of the area. It's gone, been completely demolished and cleared out, leaving a blank slate. And there's still activity, of course, around the Galleria Mall, but that energy really shifts. And whenever you head one block over, it's the tale of two areas. The decline started when Valley View Mall, which was a pretty busy shopping mall back in the day, began to struggle in the 90s and early 2000s. Malls across America lost ground to online shopping and to newer, trendier destinations. Valley View Mall just kind of emptied out. Stores closed, foot traffic vanished, and the place lost its relevance almost overnight. By the time the mall shut down for good, it was more of a landmark for what Dallas used to be, but not what it's really becoming. So the demolition of the mall finished off any lingering sense of identity here, and the area just kind of sat waiting for new purpose. There's been a few attempts to bring it back, but they have really fallen by the wayside. Over the years, there was plenty of ideas for smaller projects, but nothing really seemed to stick. The main thing missing was the real anchor, something that would give people a reason to come and stay, not just pass through. And so instead of a piecemeal approach with more retail or office space, what the neighborhood needed was a central place for community. In other parts of Dallas and Fort Worth were building these massive mixed-use centers, but Valley View Galleria area never got that one thing to tie it all together, a park or a gathering spot that would really make the area feel alive. So that lack of a central park or public space is one of the biggest reasons that it really stayed overlooked. Dallas isn't exactly famous for walkable green spaces or even biking and all that other good stuff. We're really a car-driven society here in the Dallas area. Up in this area, just right off of 635, there wasn't really much to offer, not many places for events, concerts, or even just a spot to relax outside. And so there's no real reason for locals to spend time here. But now that's changing. The focus is on building something that actually draws people in. And a 20-acre park called Dallas International Commons has plans to call for interactive water features, a central wow factor, you could say, climbing structures and spaces for festivals and community events. The idea is to create a space where people can gather, relax, and connect, making it a new kind of destination for North Dallas. This new vision is going to be guiding the Dallas International District. So this isn't just another redevelopment plan. It's a 450-acre effort to turn what was once a forgotten part of North Dallas into a regional downtown that stands out for its diversity and global reach. So the city of Dallas, private developers, and the North Dallas Chamber of Commerce and local neighborhood groups are all working together, aiming to create a place that feels welcoming to everyone and reflects the international character of North Texas. Central to this whole development is going to be the 20-acre park, and that's meant to do more than just add green space. The idea is to make it an anchor for the whole district, a spot where families can unwind, businesses can host events, and community traditions can take root. So the park's design includes shaded groves, open lawns for festivals, and eco-friendly landscaping with features like a dog area and playgrounds to make it useful for all kinds of people. Each part of the park is planned to encourage connection, something that has been missing from this area for a long time. So the district is set up to bring together local and international influences in a way that feels really authentic. So there's plans for mixed-use income residential developments totaling about 10,000 units. And so people from all backgrounds can actually live here and not just visit. Surrounding the park, new apartments and condos will sit next to the offices for International Chamber of Commerce, the Arts Group, and cultural organizations. The Prism Center, which purchased by the city in 2021, is already being used as a hub for French trade offices and other international groups, showing how the business side of the district is coming together. There's also the Civic Innovation Zone, which is all about taking lessons from smart cities around the world and applying them here. So this will mean more sustainable buildings, better public spaces, and a focus on technology that makes everyday life easier. It's an approach that sets a new standard for Dallas, really balancing the growth with this kind of planning that keeps the neighborhood livable. Education is going to be a big part of of this process as well. The DISD Pre-K through 12 STEM International Academy, funded with $75 million from the November 2020 bond, is set to bring a new kind of school to the neighborhood. It's designed to attract families who care about innovation and global perspectives and give students a real connection to the district's international focus. Events are already starting to take shape in this area and kind of give a feel of what this is going to be like. The Dallas International Night Market, for example, brings together dozens of vendors, live music, and food from all over the world. It's a preview of how the district wants to celebrate the city's diversity, not just in buildings, but in daily life. One of the biggest impacts is what this plans to have for daily life for people in the area. And the district is expected to bring in thousands of new jobs across tech, international business, and hospitality. Companies looking for a global footprint are already eyeing this area, making it a magnet for new talent and investment. That means more options for locals to work close to home and more incentives for people from outside of Dallas to move in and put down roots. Of course, with all this new development, the real challenges is like making this area accessible and livable. Traffic on Montfort Drive is already a headache, but the Complete Street project is trying to change that by reducing lanes from 6 to 4, adding new bike lanes, and investing $5.4 million in streetscape improvements. The city is really aiming to make the area safer and more inviting for pedestrians and cyclists. It's a shift toward a more walkable, eco-friendly environment, something that Dallas, like I said earlier, has not really been known for. Beyond the infrastructure, the Dallas International District is shaping up to be a true cultural destination. So recent events like the International Night Markets and Europe Day have already brought the community together and shown what's possible when you create the spaces that celebrate diversity. And of course, the new park will give North Dallas a gathering place for festivals, performances, and everyday relaxation, making it a spot where people actually want to spend time, not just really pass through. When it comes to funding, the project stands out for its mix of public and private support. The city of Dallas has committed $6 million from its 2017 bond program for the park, matched by other partners. Major funding also comes from tax increment financing, with private donations and event revenue helping to keep things sustainable. And so this layered approach is designed to move the project forward without putting all the pressure on taxpayers. For investors and anyone thinking about real estate, the numbers are really hard to ignore, of course. I mean, the district already features major developments like the dual-branded AC Hotel and Residence Inn by Marriott, offering 256 rooms, and Zom Living's 398-unit luxury apartment project. So in total, 3 new multifamily projects are bringing 954 residential units to the area, and these additions are expected to drive up property values and make the district a hotspot for both residents and investors. So if you've watched how places like Bishop Arts or Legacy West have really changed the landscape and improved real estate prices in that area, this will be pretty similar to that. So construction timelines are moving along right on schedule. The park and Montfort Drive improvements are some of the first changes you'll notice, with more milestones rolling out over the next few years. And for people living nearby or anyone thinking about making a move, it's a rare chance to watch a neighborhood reinvent itself almost in real time. So this is really setting the stage of what they believe Dallas can be and will be here in the future, and what kind of community it wants to build. This is more than just another construction project. I mean, this is set to be a global centerpiece and to really put another area of Dallas that's been underutilized for quite some time on the map. If you're curious and you live in that area, what this will do to your home value, you can check the description below for a free home evaluation. And then you should also check out about Sloan Corners, how that's going to reshape Allen quite a bit over the next couple of years as that project develops.